Feilu Novel Network exclusive contract novel. National Games creation. I create a Nine Dragons Coffin at the beginning. National Games come to reality. Each country around the world is randomly selected as the world champion, while binding national luck to create a new mythological world. The stronger the world you create, the richer the rewards your country receives. If the creation of the world fails, their country will accept punishment. And in this world, Western mythology flourishes, is constantly passed down, and has countless believers. The myth of Kyushu Kingdom is missing, the civilization is fragmented, and the situation is extremely unfavorable. Su-mu unexpectedly becomes a Kyushu player, starting with the creation of the Kowloon Coffin. Sleeping in a trough. Who is the peak at the end of the Immortal Road? At the sight of no end, the road becomes empty. Cruel person. Void. Immortal Heavenly Lord, it's too terrifying. Pangu created heaven and earth. What kind of mythological world is this? Feilu Novel Network reminds you that this novel and its characters are purely fictional. If there are any similarities, they are purely coincidental and should not be imitated. Chapter 1. Mythical Fault World, National Fortune Creation. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 1. Mythical Fault World, National Fortune Creating the World. Blue Star. Kyushu. In Unit 3 of Zizuyuan Community in Jiangqing City, within the 303 residential building. Su-mu kept scrolling through the webpage. He is learning about the world, as he receives more and more information. The expression on Su-mu's face became increasingly shocking and bewildered. Finally, he exclaimed in a low voice. Sleeping slot. I have really traveled to a parallel world. But what's the beginning of this Nima? When others travel, they become human beings, but I become a street-fighting author. And, what about my system? I'm not even given the standard system of the Pathfinder. Nima. What a pit. After some understanding, Su-mu finally confirmed that he had traveled to a parallel world. This parallel world is 90% similar to the original world. Just through news and memories in his mind, Su-mu learned that this world is plagued by frequent wars and scarce resources. Major powers often engage in fierce battles over survival resources. Almost every day there are news of military conflicts breaking out. The reason for the outbreak of war was extremely absurd in Su-mu's view. Two great countries, surprisingly, would be so brainwashed by a small freshwater lake. It can be seen from this that the degree of resource scarcity in this world is terrifying. With continuous understanding, Su-mu also discovered a situation that made him shiver. The Kyushu Kingdom in this world. Is there a gap in civilization? Su-mu frowned and murmured to himself, feeling shocked in his heart. Why is there such a terrible gap in the history and culture of Kyushu Kingdom? It feels like it's shrouded in a layer of mist. After combining and analyzing the memories in the mind with the information obtained from searching, Su-mu discovered that the civilization of the Kyushu Kingdom in this parallel world had faults and chaos. Many things seem to have been forcefully erased. For example, all kinds of myths and legends in the history of Kyushu Kingdom on Earth have disappeared from this world. Because of this, the literary creation of Kyushu Kingdom is greatly different from the world of Su-mu's past life. This world there are many well-known themes in online literature of Kyushu Kingdom that Su-mu is familiar with, but none of them exist. For example, fantasy novels, fairy tale novels. These types of novels require the inheritance of historical myths and legends in order to be written. And the Kyushu Kingdom in this parallel world, because there has been chaos and discontinuity in the inheritance of historical and cultural heritage. So these novel genres that have fascinated countless people in their past lives have not appeared. This is a great opportunity for me. Su-mu's eyes suddenly brightened up and he said, this is to make me a copywriter and the pioneer of novel genres. If I could really create several novel genres and produce basic national-level popular novels, I could also make a fortune. Su Mu's current identity is a novel author. However, but it doesn't have much fame, nor is it a masterpiece. He barely managed to make ends meet by writing some martial arts novels. Life is not very good. And now, after crossing over, Su Mu discovered. I used to read various novels, but they can vividly reflect them in my mind. Every word, every paragraph, and even every punctuation mark can be clearly remembered. This discovery surprised Su Mu a bit. Crossing into a parallel world without a golden finger system, Su Mu was originally feeling a bit depressed. But now, he realizes that his golden fingers are actually strengthened memories of his past lives. As a copywriter, I should be able to live a comfortable life, and this is a very meaningful thing. I will make up for the missing cultural heritage in Kyushu. The more I think about Su Mu, the brighter his eyes become. He felt that, to be a copyist in this world, completing the missing mythical civilization legends in Kyushu is a very meaningful thing. The brilliant civilization of Kyushu should not be buried. That's the decision. In Su Mu's heart, he made up his mind. Let's first create a fantasy masterpiece that starts with the city. Which novel should we start with? Just you. Kowloon pulls the coffin. After some thought, Su Mu decided to first create Nine Dragons Coffin. Su Mu opened a new document directly. Just prepare to open Word. Suddenly. World announcement, creating world space successfully launched. 1 hour later, from 199 countries around the world, one athlete from each country will be selected as the world champion to enter the space of creating a new world. The selected world masters are bound to the fate of their respective countries. The more perfect, detailed, and powerful the world rules created by the world master, the stronger the reward for growth for the citizens of the country they are bound to. Warning: there is a possibility of failure in creating the world. If the world master fails to create the world, the country he is bound to will be punished. Creating a world with thousands of new worlds, every 10 days each player will face verification attacks, winners will be rewarded, and losers will be punished. At the same time, the new world can also face attacks from other unknown civilizations at any time, so be careful. Tip. Players can engage in battles and devour the origin of the new world. Tip. There is a chat channel between contestants for communication. The countdown is starting. Please everyone be prepared immediately. 59 minutes and 59 seconds. 59 minutes and 58 seconds. The sudden sound exploded in the minds of all Blue Star people. Moment: the whole world is boiling. The first update is here. Chapter 2. Inheritance of Western Mythology, 9 Provinces Without Gods. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 2. Inheritance of Western Mythology, 9 Provinces Without Gods. The sudden world announcement made the whole world boil. Countless people are confused. World Master. Creating a new world. What does this mean? Did you miss the Chinese class? Isn't that easy to understand? This is about selecting a lucky person from major countries to create the world. The stronger the world created by a lucky person, the more powerful the country behind them will receive blessings. Sleeping trough. Are you so awesome? After countless Kyushu citizens regained their senses, they immediately exclaimed and started discussing in real life and online. The Western people are also completely boiling. If I become the lucky one, I must create the Western mythological world. I want to become the god of the new world. God is nothing. As a descendant of ancient Greece, I want to create a world of Greek mythology. Crush God. Fart. The gods in Greek mythology are all garbage. Only the great Yahweh God is the strongest. The mythological world is all garbage. I want to build the Marvel world. Kill God with the fingers of the destroyer bomb bullet. People in the Western world are extremely excited. They are all discussing what kind of powerful world to create if they are selected. They have too many options to choose from. Greek mythology. The myth of Olympus. Sun god. Zeus. Wait, however, the people on this side of Kyushu are confused. What kind of world should we create? The world of history. No way. Compared to those mythological worlds, the historical world is too garbage. Damn it. Why doesn't our Kyushu kingdom have a powerful mythological and legendary heritage? The heavens are unfair. The people of Kyushu are all anxious. Due to the lack of historical and cultural gaps, there are no myths or legends passed down in Kyushu Kingdom today. At most, it's just some supernatural and supernatural things. These things there is no way to compare with the gods in Western mythology and legends. Even if it is created, it will still be hung and beaten by the Western mythological world. The people of Kyushu have completely panicked. Not only did ordinary people in Kyushu panic, but Kyushu officials also issued a notice as soon as possible. After discussion, it has been decided that the official Kyushu Kingdom will publish all the historical legends and stories compiled by experts in Kyushu's ancient culture throughout history on the internet, for free reading by all Kyushu people. Please read these historical and legendary stories as quickly as possible, and reserve your own mythological reserves in your mind. The host broadcasted the news with a clear and fluent tone. However, after hearing the news, the people of Kyushu Kingdom felt a chill in their hearts. Historical legends and stories. Are they all legendary stories of historical celebrities? What's the use of this? The Western world is a myth and legend, while we are a historical legend. How can we beat others? Is Kyushu finally able to revive and become the strongest country, and now it is being suppressed by others? I am not convinced. Countless Kyushu people feel despair. Historical world. Even the historical world with added martial arts elements that can still only be considered a low martial world. Low martial world, compare your head to other mythological worlds. This is going to be hanged. Pessimistic and despairing people in Kyushu have roast on the internet. At this time, the Western people are all adopting a gloating attitude. They suppressed the strong rejuvenation of Kyushu and were already extremely unhappy. But before, even if they were unhappy, they had no choice. After all, the successful revival of the Kyushu Empire is too terrifying. But now Westerners feel that their opportunity has come. As long as they create a powerful mythological world, what will Kyushu people compete with them for? In the future, Kyushu people will only be trampled under their feet. Meanwhile, Su-mu is constantly browsing various forums at this time. Watching countless pessimistic comments from the people of Kyushu on the internet, he was not too pessimistic. Isn't it just a powerful worldview? What's so special? Who can know more about this world than I do? Nordic mythology. God Jehovah. Myth Odin. Marvel world. Oh, these are all younger brothers. There was a confident glow in Su-mu's eyes. He feels that these so-called Western mythological worlds. Compared to the mythological world of Kyushu culture that I know, it's all scum. Because, the myths and fantasy stories he knows are simply not too many. Not to mention anything else, just a worldview of the wilderness and the hidden world is enough to crush the gods in the entire Western mythological world into ashes. Su-mu's eyes flickered as he murmured to himself. I don't know if there's a chance for me to be selected, let me come up and create a huge and terrifying new world for them, and then slowly create the wasteland and fantasy world. Let them see, who is the scariest mythological world. The second update is here. Chapter 3. Binding Kyushu National Games and Becoming a World Master. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 3. Binding Kyushu National Games and Becoming a World Master. Think of the various powerful worlds you know. Su-mu's expression was uplifted. If he is chosen as the world master, the world he created must be able to defeat the Western mythological world. Even, he is highly likely to develop choice difficulties due to the need to choose which world to create. Suddenly, Sumu felt like a flower in front of him. Then, a light curtain appeared before his eyes. At the same time, a majestic voice rang out in his mind. Congratulations, you have been selected as the World Master and are about to enter the creation world space to start creating a new world. Please prepare immediately, you will enter a new world in 60 seconds. The countdown is starting. Have I really been selected? Sumu suddenly widened his eyes and a surprised expression appeared on his face. His gaze fell on the screen of light, and he saw a number jumping on it. It's a countdown. 60, 59. 58, 0 brush. Sumu's figure instantly disappeared into place. At the moment when Sumu's figure disappeared, the selected people in major countries around the world have disappeared at the same time. At the same time, the sound of world announcements is ringing again. 199 lucky ones have been selected and teleported to the creation world space. The process of the World Master creating the world will be live streamed on online platforms worldwide. There are a total of 199 live streaming rooms, and viewers can choose to watch them themselves. As soon as the world announcement sounded, it immediately made the world even more boiling. Who was selected? Oh my goodness! Why wasn't I selected? If I could become the world's master, I would definitely be able to create an incredibly powerful world. People from various countries around Blue Star are very envious of being selected as lucky ones at this time. I am also curious who was selected. Just when everyone is curious, suddenly, 199 live streaming rooms appeared on major online platforms around the world. Every live broadcast room represents a lucky person who has been selected. Live streaming rooms representing their respective countries are directly topped on major platforms. As soon as you enter the live streaming website, you can see the most eye-catching live streaming room on the homepage at first glance. However, after a large number of viewers flooded into the live broadcast room, they looked at the gray screen of the live broadcast room, but they were all very confused. Because now all the live streaming rooms are shrouded in a gray and black haze, as if in chaos. Just when everyone is confused, the screen battle in the live broadcast room saw the figure of the selected person. At the same time, a vague and ethereal voice rang out in the live broadcast room, beginning to introduce Kyushu Kingdom World Master Sumu. He will bind the national destiny with Kyushu and create a new world. Tip. The stronger the new world he creates, the richer the rewards Kyushu Kingdom will receive. Sumu. Is he a world master? A web author? Envy. Did this guy save the Milky Way in his previous life? Why is he so lucky? Envy +1. What kind of world will he create? He must create something awesome. Countless people in Kyushu are envious of Sumu's introduction. Meanwhile, the people of Kyushu are also very anxious and worried. Everyone is worried that the world created by Sumu may not be strong enough and will be surpassed by the world created by Westerners. The scene about the selected world protagonist's introduction in the live broadcast room quickly disappeared. The screen has returned to a gray and hazy state once again. This has shaken the hearts of countless people. Suddenly, the gloomy live broadcast room suddenly saw a thunderous light flash through. Click and wipe. Boom boom. A huge thunderous roar came from the live broadcast room. Chaos seems to be split by thunder. Subsequently, 199 golden rays of light bloom from that chaos. Under the shocked gaze of countless people, in the chaotic golden light, 199 peaks slowly emerge from the void of chaos. At the top of every huge mountain, there is a platform. The radiance flows on the huge mountain peak, giving people a mysterious and unpredictable feeling. It makes people feel like their soul is trembling when they look at it. 199 peaks, faintly visible in the chaotic golden light, sinking and floating. Finally, 199 sacred mountains floating in chaos formed a huge circle. At the center of the huge circle stands a huge stone monument that cannot be seen to the top. The black stone tablet is engraved with intricate and mysterious runes, emitting a faint golden fluorescence. Golden fluorescence sprinkles on 199 peaks. Fluorescence completely envelopes 199 sacred mountains, forming a golden light curtain on them. On the top of every sacred mountain, there is a platform. Every platform has a car and a person with different skin colors. It is the world masters from all over the world. A total of 199 people. Is this creating world space? What an amazing feeling. These 199 people really look a bit like the gods who created the world. Looking at the 199 contestants appearing in the live broadcast footage. Everyone feels very shocked. Scalp tingling. And at this moment, the world announcement rings again. Welcome the selected world master to enter the creation world space. The golden light shield is a protective measure of the world's will for you. The will of the world will protect you for a month, during which you will be free from all chaotic creatures from within the chaotic creation world space. The protective measures will be removed in 1 month, and you will need to deal with the attacks of chaotic creatures on your own. You will have a month to create your own world, and through your own creation, make yourself and the country you are bound to stronger, in order to deal with the threat from chaotic creatures. Now, all selected world masters, create your world through the world editor bestowed upon you by the will of the world. Roaming and rumbling, golden rays of light fall one after another. 199 objects like Rubik's Cube, appearing in front of all the world masters, floating quietly. World masters will create the world they imagine through the world editor. The third one is also here. Chapter 4. Each contestant begins to create, while Su Mu is in a daze. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 4. Each contestant begins to create, Kyushu is in a daze. After the voice of the world will proclamation disappeared. Above 199 sacred peaks. The chosen lord of the world. At this moment, their expressions varied, and the vast majority of their faces showed an excited expression. The world lord from a free country is a woman named Lilith. At this point, Lilith stared tightly at the world editor Rubik's Cube in front of her, and the excited suburbs trembled. What kind of world should I create? Can I really create the mythological world I imagine? Angels. Can they really be created? Lilith's mind was filled with various Western mythological and legendary messages. She thought of the fallen angel Morgana. At the thought of the fallen angel Morgana, Lilith's eyes finally flickered with a blazing light. I want to create Morgana. After imagining it for a moment, Lilith immediately made a decision. Subsequently, she reached out and grabbed the world editor Rubik's Cube, and began to imagine the image of Morgana in her mind. Falling angel. The power of God. In the moment it captures the world editor Rubik's Cube. The screen in the live broadcast room of the Free Kingdom world suddenly changed. In the originally chaotic scene, faint rays of light began to appear. With the emergence of these radiances, the fallen angel Morgana appeared in the eyes of countless people in free nations. World announcement: Free Kingdom, World Lord Lilith, successfully created the fallen angel Morgana. Reward all citizens of a free country, doubling their strength, agility, perception, land resources, and spiritual affinity. Boom! The announcement of the world immediately made the people of free countries boil. Countless citizens of free nations, in an instant, I felt a change in my body, with faint flashes of light emerging from my body. Subsequently, they discovered that their strength, perception, and agility had all been greatly improved. This discovery, suddenly, countless people from free countries were completely excited and cheered. However, at this moment, the world will proclamation sounded again. William, the world lord of the English kingdom, successfully created the god of darkness, Erebus, reward all English citizens, double their night perception, double their dark perception, and double their strength. Blessed by the dark god Erebus, double their immunity. William, the world lord of the English kingdom, successfully created the god of darkness, Erebus. This has immediately brought corresponding feedback and growth to the people of the Kingdom of England. And at this point, on 109 sacred peaks, the world leaders of major countries are completely unaware of the external situation. Of course, they also heard the announcement of the will of the world. After learning that the world masters of the Free Kingdom and the English Kingdom were the first to create legendary characters in the mythological world, they immediately became anxious. Samurai World Lord Rikuwa Gangban is right across from Free World Lord Lilith. After hearing the passage of the will of the world, he instinctively lifted his head and glanced at Lilith in the distance, gritting his teeth slightly. In the real world, the Samurai Kingdom is suppressed by the Free Kingdom. Rikuwa Gangban gritted his teeth and said, "The world I have created must be stronger than that created by the Lord of the Free Kingdom, and must surpass and crush the Free Kingdom." In Rikuwa Gangban's mind, a large number of mythological and legendary figures and great demons from the Samurai Kingdom emerged. In the end, he chose one of them. After making the decision, Rikuwa Gangban grabbed the world editor Rubik's Cube and began creating the world. At this moment, the proclamation of the will of the world rings again. Samurai Kingdom World Sunday Kawaganban, successfully created Samurai Kingdom Sea God, with the life of Susanoo. Reward all the people of Samurai Kingdom, doubling their berserk attributes, doubling their strength, doubling their speed, and enhancing their perception. The land area of Samurai Kingdom has doubled. Samurai Kingdom World Sunday Kawakami created the life of Susa no Mikoto. Immediately, all the people of the entire Samurai Kingdom were greatly elevated. This immediately made the entire Samurai Kingdom completely boil and excited. Ha ha ha. That's great. Rikuwa Gangban Jun is so amazing. You are a hero of the Samurai Kingdom. The sea god of our Samurai Kingdom is definitely the strongest mythological figure created so far. The people of the Warrior Kingdom were extremely excited and boasted in various online live streaming rooms. Farted. A free country is the strongest. Our god of darkness hangs all your gods. We have created a divine world, and in the future, all blue star people can become gods, right? No. Not in Kyushu Kingdom, there are no gods in the east. Look. What are these people from Kyushu Kingdom still doing? He's actually daydreaming. Western world masters have successively created corresponding mythological worlds, showcasing mythological characters and receiving rewards. This makes them very excited and excited. However, when they were excited and uplifted but suddenly realized that the world master of Kyushu Kingdom had not moved. At this moment, it seems like I've been daydreaming all along. Watching this scene, people from major Western countries immediately began to mock. Kyushu is finished. They don't have myths and legends, they definitely can't create a powerful world. Haha. Kyushu Kingdom will be crushed by us again. People from major Western countries are mocking and laughing, mocking and burying Kyushu people online. But at this moment, there was no intention of taking care of them. Because they found that Sumu, the world leader of Kyushu Kingdom, was actually daydreaming. The fourth update is here. New book update Time+update rules. Please support. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Does anyone read this book? The author's bacteria will explode on the first day. I beg all the readers to support me greatly, really come on. Because the author's academic performance is not good, the author's academic performance is particularly injured. At this time, I only hope to have flower evaluation tickets or evaluation support. Thank you all. Instantly add more rules. The author's bacteria are updated with a minimum of 4 chapters every day. For every 500 more evaluation votes, an additional chapter will be added. 2,000 more flowers each time, add another chapter. For every 100 points in the book review section, add one more chapter. Brushing floors cannot be counted. If the number of rewards exceeds 5, add one more chapter. 5 people give a reward and one more, 10 give 2 chapters, and there's no need to give a much reward, even if it's just 1 yuan. The author's heart is moved, and so on without a cap. The new book relies heavily on various readers. Respected author Zhu. Does anyone read this book? The author's bacteria will explode on the first day. I beg all the readers to support me greatly, really come on. Because the author's academic performance is not good, the author's academic performance is particularly injured. At this time, I only hope to have flower evaluation tickets or evaluation support. Thank you all. Instantly add more rules. The author's bacteria are updated with a minimum of 4 chapters every day. For every 500 more evaluation votes, an additional chapter will be added. 2,000 more flowers each time, add another chapter. For every 100 points in the book review section, add one more chapter. Brushing floors cannot be counted. If the number of rewards exceeds 5, add one more chapter. 5 people give a reward and one more, 10 give 2 chapters, and there's no need to give a much reward, even if it's just 1 yuan. The author's heart is moved, and so on without a cap. The new book relies heavily on various readers. Respected author Zhu. Does anyone read this book? The author's bacteria will explode on the first day. I beg all the readers to support me greatly, really come on. Because the author's academic performance is not good, the author's academic performance is particularly injured. At this time, I only hope to have flower evaluation tickets or evaluation support. Thank you all. Instantly add more rules. The author's bacteria are updated with a minimum of 4 chapters every day. For every 500 more evaluation votes, an additional chapter will be added. 2,000 more flowers each time, add another chapter. For every 100 points in the book review section, add one more chapter. Brushing floors cannot be counted. If the number of rewards exceeds 5, add one more chapter. 5 people give a reward and one more, 10 give 2 chapters, and there's no need to give a much reward, even if it's just 1 yuan. The author's heart is moved, and so on without a cap. The new book relies heavily on various readers. Respected author Zhu. Does anyone read this book? The author's bacteria will explode on the first day. I beg all the readers to support me greatly, really come on. Because the author's academic performance is not good, the author's academic performance is particularly injured. At this time, I only hope to have flower evaluation tickets or evaluation support. Thank you all. Instantly add more rules. The author's bacteria are updated with a minimum of 4 chapters every day. For every 500 more evaluation votes, an additional chapter will be added. 2,000 more flowers each time, add another chapter. For every 100 points in the book review section, add one more chapter. Brushing floors cannot be counted. If the number of rewards exceeds 5, add one more chapter. 5 people give a reward and one more, 10 give 2 chapters, and there's no need to give a much reward, even if it's just 1 yuan. The author's heart is moved, and so on without a cap. The new book relies heavily on various readers. Respected author Zhu. Does anyone read this book? The author's bacteria will explode on the first day. I beg all the readers to support me greatly, really come on. Because the author's academic performance is not good, the author's academic performance is particularly injured. At this time, I only hope to have flower evaluation tickets or evaluation support. Thank you all. Instantly add more rules. The author's bacteria are updated with a minimum of 4 chapters every day. For every 500 more evaluation votes, an additional chapter will be added. 2,000 more flowers each time, add another chapter. For every 100 points in the book review section, add one more chapter. Brushing floors cannot be counted. If the number of rewards exceeds 5, add one more chapter. 5 people give a reward and one more, 10 give 2 chapters, and there's no need to give a much reward, even if it's just 1 yuan. The author's heart is moved, and so on without a cap. The new book relies heavily on various readers. Chapter 5. What is he showing? It's Mount Taishan. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 5. What is he showing, Mount Taishan? Countless people from Kyushu were stunned and they found Su Mu in a daze. Sleeping trough, brother, what are you still doing in a daze? Hurry up and create the world. Hurry up and see if you can rush to create the world of Western mythology. The appearance of Su Mu daydreaming on the sacred mountain at this moment has made countless Kyushu people jump with anxiety. The world created by the masters of the Western world looks increasingly powerful and magical. After creating a new world, they received a lot of rewards and the whole country became stronger. This makes Kyushu people immediately envious of people from the Western world. Meanwhile, I also look forward to it even more. The world leader of Kyushu Kingdom, Su Mu, can create a strong enough world, so that Kyushu can also become strong enough. The anxious Kyushu people frantically urged Su Mu in the barrage, hoping that he would come back to his senses and quickly create the world. However, no matter how much they urge, Su Mu still looked dazed. Seeing this, the people of Kyushu immediately became even more urgent. He probably doesn't know what world to create, does he? Alas, I probably don't know what to do at the moment. After all, there are no myths or legends in Kyushu Kingdom. What should we do now? Are we really going to be completely suppressed by the Western world? Thinking of Su Mu, it is possible that he was in a daze because he didn't know what world to create. The people of Kyushu feel very bitter and uncomfortable. There are no myths or legends in Kyushu Kingdom, so Su Mu has nothing to learn from and doesn't know how to create a powerful world. The people of Kyushu are extremely anxious. People from major Western countries, upon seeing Su Mu's reaction, were gloating and mocking him one after another. Kyushu Kingdom is not allowed. You are a country without myths and legends, without heritage. We cannot create a powerful world, and in the future you will have to submit to us. Kyushu Kingdom cannot even compare to Avro Levine Kingdom. What garbage! In major online live streaming rooms, countless Western people, even people from Avro Levine, are crazily mocking Kyushu. This has angered countless people in Kyushu. But helpless. They can only pray now. Su Mu has a strong imagination and meticulous thinking. To create a powerful world without the reference of Kyushu mythological historical figures and worldviews. However, everyone knows that this is really too difficult. The whole blue star has boiled into a pot of porridge. However, at this moment, despite losing everything to the outside world, he was completely unaware. Moreover, he was not in a state of confusion as those people imagined. He is just considering which world is better to create because he knows so much about the powerful world. What kind of world should I choose to create? Su Mu's brain was spinning rapidly, thinking about what kind of world to create. What kind of world can maximize the benefits for everyone in Kyushu? And, this world, it must be in line with the people of Kyushu, so that they can easily accept and understand the worldview he has created. The world of the wilderness and the world of immortality and chivalry are both very impressive worldviews. Su Mu's eyes flickered with light, contemplating what kind of world is most suitable for creating now. They shook their heads slightly when they thought of the wasteland world and the immortal world. It seems inappropriate to create a chaotic world at this point in time. Fairy world is possible, but which one is better? No, the world of immortality and chivalry is mostly set in ancient times, which is a bit out of place. By the way, Kowloon Coffin pulling. Kowloon Coffin pulling starts from the city. This is the most suitable one. Su Mu's eyes suddenly lit up, and he immediately made a decision in his heart. He wants to create the world of Nine Dragons pulling Coffin. Because after some consideration, he felt that this worldview was the most suitable one to present now. There are no myths or legends in Kyushu Kingdom. Then let me create it. A glimmer of light flashed in Su Mu's eyes, and he was completely certain. Su Mu's gaze fell on the World Editor Rubik's Cube in front of him. At the moment he stared at the World Editor Rubik's Cube, he immediately felt like he was one with this Rubik's Cube. Mount Taishan. In Su Mu's eyes, a glimmer of light flashed, and a picture came to mind. That is a towering divine mountain standing between heaven and earth. I saw the divine mountain, shrouded in clouds and mist, towering between heaven and earth. Looking from afar. The divine mountain gives people an incredibly majestic aura. A picture came to Su Mu's mind, and the World Editor Rubik's Cube immediately began creating the world. The audience in the live broadcast room immediately saw the scene of a divine mountain appearing in the chaos. Looking at the towering divine mountain, countless Kyushu audiences were instantly invigorated. The grandeur of this sacred mountain is amazing. It looks like it will be like a towering peak, showcasing the small mountains at a glance. Sleeping trough. Brothers, haven't you noticed this mountain? Is it a bit familiar to you? Isn't this his mother Mount Taishan? This is Jojo Mount Taishan. It's just getting bigger. What do you mean? What's Su Mu doing out of Mount Taishan? The people of Kyushu, upon closer inspection of the world corner created by Su Mu, immediately became confused. Because they discovered what Su Mu created is actually Mount Taishan they know. What are you trying to do? Here's the update. The author is starting to work hard to update. This is the 5th chapter update today. The author is striving to become more popular and kneeling down to everyone for support and appreciation of flowers and votes please, everyone the new book is not easy, please take care of the data and kneel down. Chapter 6. The Peak of Mount Taishan Mountain and the Origin of the World Covering the Sky. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 6. The Peak of Mount Taishan Mountain and the Origin of the World Covering the Sky. Su Mu's behavior has left the people of Kyushu confused. The world masters of other countries are all embodying mythological things. The things we produce are getting better and better one by one. However, Su Mu is engaged in Mount Taishan. This has made them all panic. What's the use of Su Mu bringing Mount Taishan out? People from Western countries immediately laughed wildly at what Su Mu had created. Kyushu country's real garbage. What's the use of creating a mountain? Do you want to use a mountain town to suppress us? Kyushu Kingdom is doomed, they will always be trampled on by us. People from Western countries gloat and ridicule Kyushu crazily. The people of Kyushu are angry but helpless at their mockery. I'm in such a hurry. Brother, what are you doing? Don't cause trouble. You represent the entire Kyushu country. Damn it. Our world master is unreliable. The people of Kyushu are going crazy. They were frantically posting bullet comments in the live broadcast room, hoping that Su Mu could see them. I hope he can create a powerful world and reward all Kyushu people. Next door to the Samurai Kingdom, Hinagawa Takashi has revealed the life of a man named Susa. The entire nation of the Samurai Kingdom received generous rewards. This is envy that spoils the people of Kyushu. They also hope to receive rewards and become stronger. However, Su Mu was completely unaware of the reaction of the people of Kyushu at this time and had no intention of managing so much. We are seriously building the world of Nine Dragons pulling Coffin. As the things in his mind become more and more perfect. The tall and majestic Mount Taishan Mountain is becoming clearer and clearer. The towering Mount Taishan Mountain stands between heaven and earth, giving people a strong sense of oppression. Mount Taishan has been settled, and the next step is to present the detailed scene of the earth. In front of the world editor Rubik's Cube, Su Mu's face was very calm, and there was a hint of scorching light flashing in his eyes. In his mind, a detailed picture of the earth began to slowly emerge. Mountains and rivers, followed by various modern facilities, and then the entire Kyushu Kingdom was realized by him. After the emergence of Kyushu Kingdom, Su Mu began to build other countries and regions beyond Kyushu State. The Warrior Kingdom has emerged. Big Bear Country has appeared. Monkey Kingdom has emerged. Three Kingdoms has appeared finally. The entire Blue Star was completely constructed by Su Mu. Countless people were watching Su Mu's every move. Watching him build the entire Blue Star, everyone was dumbfounded. What are you doing? Even though you were asked to build a mythological world, you brought out the modern world. Crazy. Su Mu is crazy. It's a disaster if the national fortune of Kyushu is bound to him. The people of Kyushu are completely panicked. The world constructed by Su Mu now shows no hope to them. Others are building mythological worlds and receiving generous rewards. But Su Mu created a modern world. Until now, there has been no reward at all. This still playing with knitting. Kyushu Kingdom wants to go straight to the streets. People from Western countries have seen that Su Mu tirelessly constructed the entire Blue Star. Immediately, the mockery of Kyushu Kingdom became even more severe. Oh, Kyushu is finished. Does he want to take the technology route? What's the use of this? How could technology be a rival to gods? The Kyushu Kingdom without a complete mythological system is truly pitiful. In the world space, the world leaders of various countries have discovered Su Mu's behavior. Looking at the world he has built, the world masters of various countries have shown considerable disdain and contempt in their hearts. They all sneered and mocked in low voices. A group of frogs at the bottom of the well, soon you will see what the true mythological world is. Su Mu sneered in his heart at the mockery of these people and was too lazy to talk nonsense to them. He is still seriously building his own Nine Dragons Coffin worldview. He gazed at the world he had created. Gaze at Mount Taishan, the god of Jojo. Then he slightly raised his hand and gently touched the top of Mount Taishan. Brush, at the top of Mount Taishan mountain, a dazzling three-color light suddenly appeared. Amidst the dazzling three-colored light, a three-colored altar emitting an ancient and desolate atmosphere slowly appeared. After the appearance of the three-color altar, suddenly, a towering light shot straight into the sky. What is this? What is Su Mu doing? Is this an altar? Is there an altar on Mount Taishan? Oh my God! I feel like this altar is very extraordinary. Countless nervous and flustered people of Kyushu suddenly felt shocked and they saw the sudden changes on Mount Taishan. And just as countless people in Kyushu were trembling with doubts in their hearts. The screen is starting to change. I saw the three-colored light rising up from the sky, soaring straight into the sky and instantly entering the picture of the universe. After entering the universe, the entire solar system instantly entered everyone's eyes. I saw the three-colored light entering the universe and heading directly towards the ancient stars. Brush. The three-colored light shone on the ancient stars. Countless people from Kyushu witnessed a scene that shocked them immensely. I saw a huge temple towering above the sparkling ancient star, and outside the temple, there was a huge ancient Bodhi tree. This huge ancient Bodhi tree has only one leaf. But this leaf emits a sparkling green light. Looking at the lush green light emanating from the leaves of the ancient tree, countless Kyushu people suddenly feel their spirit being baptized by a gentle and mysterious force, and they all have a warm and comfortable divine feeling. Now, the people of Kyushu are confused. What's the situation? What about the agreed modern world? Here's the update. The author is starting to work hard to update. This is the first chapter update for today. The author is striving to become more popular, kneeling down to everyone for support and appreciation of flowers and votes please, everyone the new book is not easy, please take care of the data and kneel down. Chapter 7. Starry Sky and Ancient Road, what does he present? You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 7. Starry Sky Ancient Road present, what is he realizing? Looking at what Su Muju showed, everyone was shocked. Sparkling ancient stars, withered, cold, mysterious. What is most shocking is that, or is it the great thunder sound temple on the ancient star, and the ancient Bodhi tree with only a shining leaf left? Is this Mars? Why is there a temple on Mars? The Lain Temple. The ancient Bodhi tree. Why does this tree shine? I feel like looking at this ancient Bodhi tree, my spiritual world has become clear. Countless Kyushu people, at this moment, have stirred up turbulent waves in their hearts. I think it's unbelievable. What is this? What is the main focus of Kyushu Kingdom world? Is this something from that mythological legend? It doesn't look like it. People from Western countries were also shocked by what Su Mu had created at this time. However, they are different from Kyushu people and cannot feel that magical feeling. They just think that what Su Mu has created is very shocking. So, they are curious about what kind of world Su Mu has built. The dazzling ancient stars. Starry Sky and Ancient Road. 9 dragons pull coffins, I want to present them one by one. At this moment, Su Mu is still calmly building the world of 9 dragons pulling coffins. His eyes were flickering with a hint of light, and his gaze once again fell on the blue star. Purple air is coming from the east. Su Mu points his finger on Mount Taishan. Subsequently, the majestic Mount Taishan mountain has suddenly changed color. I saw the clouds enveloping the mountaintop suddenly surge wildly. The strong wind is starting to howl. Ha, 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 suddenly, in the direction of the blue star Pangu Pass, a purple aura erupted in the sky. Purple chi rises from the sky. In an instant the entire sky was shrouded. Then, endless purple air roared away from Pangu Pass towards the wind direction of Mount Taishan. Purple air is coming from the east. The purple air in the sky roared away from Pangu Pass towards Mount Taishan. Along the way, purple clouds cover the sky, and purple air covers the earth. This purple aura is noble, mysterious, and ethereal. Endless purple gas surges towards Mount Taishan mountain at high speed, and then envelopes Mount Taishan mountain. The whole Mount Taishan mountain is shrouded in purple. Majestic. Magnificent. Noble. Mysterious. Mount Taishan, the holy mountain, changed its appearance in an instant. This sudden change instantly shocked all the people of Kyushu. What is Su Mu doing? Purple air coming from the east. Su Mu. What kind of world does he want to embody? This movement is so amazing. I suddenly have high expectations for Su Mu. Countless Kyushu people were completely bewildered by Su Mu's behavior and what he had created. They can't understand at all now, what exactly is the situation with Su Mu creating these things. They originally thought that, Su Mu can only create a modern world because he doesn't have a mythological system to refer to. But now things are completely different from what they think. What Su Mu did doesn't seem to be a modern world at all, but a world full of mythological colors. For a moment, Kyushu people suddenly felt that Su Mu seemed to be able to create a very powerful world. At a moment of immense shock for everyone. Standing in front of the world editor Rubik's Cube, Su Mu's eyes sparkled with excitement. Starry Sky Ancient Road. Come on. Let out a low roar in your heart. Su Mu immediately imagined the Starry Sky Ancient Road in his mind. Roaming and rumbling, at this moment, at the top of Mount Taishan mountain, the purple is surging. Completely blending with the three-colored radiance into one. The fusion of purple chi and three-colored light creates a very spectacular and stunning scene. The whole sky of Mount Taishan has become purple and gold, and a huge purple and gold vortex appears in the sky. After this vortex appeared, I saw an ancient and desolate starry road appearing in the world built by Su Mu. The ancient road in the starry sky emits a faint purple and gold light, which starts from the top of Mount Taishan and spreads all the way to the depths of the starry sky. The huge starry ancient road is like a bridge floating in the starry sky. I don't know where it leads. What is this thing? Is this a bridge to the depths of the starry sky? Oh my goodness! What's going on with this bridge? What power is it that allows it to extend through the starry sky? Looking at the starry ancient road revealed by Su Muju, everyone was confused and couldn't understand what it was. What are the people of Kyushu doing? How come all these things are happening? There's not even a mythological character. Kyushu Kingdom doesn't have a complete mythological system at all. Why do you expect it to create gods? People from Western countries were shocked by what Su Mu had created, but soon shook their heads in disdain. Although the things Su Mu has built now look amazing, Su Mu knows that a powerful divine image has not yet been built, and the people of Kyushu have not received any rewards. So, they firmly believe that Su Mu cannot compare with the world masters of their country at all. People from all over the world are mocking the world leader Su Mu of Kyushu. This makes people in Kyushu feel quite uncomfortable and anxious. Su Mu, hurry up and come to your senses. We also want rewards. It doesn't seem to be of much use if you come up with these things. The anxious Kyushu people were all worried about Su Mu. Of course, everyone also hopes that he can create a decent deity, so that the people of Kyushu can also receive rewards. Here's the update. The author is starting to work hard to update. This is the second chapter update today. It's here. The author is striving to become more popular, kneeling down to everyone for support and appreciation of flowers and votes please. Everyone, the new book is not easy, please take care of the data and kneel down. Chapter 8. At the end of the starry sky ancient road, the Nine Dragons Coffin comes to life. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 8. At the end of the starry sky ancient road, 9 dragons pull coffin in the present world. Su Mu has built Mount Taishan Mountain, ancient stars and ancient paths in the starry sky. Every time it appears, it is very shocking and full of mysterious and unpredictable feelings. But the things created by Su Mu did not reward any Kyushu people. This makes Kyushu people anxious. And people from Western countries are crazy about mocking Su Mu and Kyushu Kingdom for this. However, at this time, Su Mu, I don't care at all about these. He is still focused on building the world in his mind. 9 dragons pulling coffin world. Starry sky ancient road, mysterious and majestic, traversing the starry sky, spreading all the way towards the depths of the starry sky. Countless people's gaze follows the ancient path of the starry sky towards the depths of the universe. What exactly does Su Mu want to do? What kind of world does he want to build? Brother, work hard. We must create a world that is strong enough. Countless Kyushu people, looking at the starry sky ancient road constructed by Su Mu, extending into the depths of the universe, all seem very nervous and uneasy, while also having a glimmer of anticipation in their hearts. They hope that the world created by Su Mu must be strong enough. However, they watched it for a long time. I only discovered the ancient starry road created by Su Mu, constantly extending into the depths of the universe. But there is no intention of receiving world rewards at all. And just as countless people in Kyushu were anxious, Gerald, the world lord of neighboring White Bear country, has successfully contributed to the mythological world. World announcement. Gerald, the protagonist of the world of White Bear, successfully created the blazing angel Diana. Reward all the people of White Bear country, doubling their strength attribute, doubling their cold resistance attribute, and doubling the White Bear in domestic iron or resources. The world announcement rings again, and Gerald, the world lord of the White Bear Kingdom, successfully created the blazing angel Diana and received a reward. Then, in the real world, within the territory of the White Bear Empire, earth-shattering changes immediately occurred. The iron ore resources within the territory of Kyushu Kingdom immediately began to grow and doubled in an instant. And also gained various other benefits. Suddenly, countless people in the White Bear country cheered and became extremely excited. Alas, the White Bear country has received a reward. When will it be our turn? Brother Su Mu, add some oil. We cannot let our country fall behind the people. Countless citizens of Kyushu immediately became envious, with a strong sourness in their hearts. Why can other countries have a complete mythological system, while Kyushu does not? Why, they can receive rewards, but Kyushu Kingdom can't get anything. Moreover, Su Mu, what the hell is this guy doing so far? The people of Kyushu still can't understand what Su Mu really wants to do. In the world constructed by Su Mu, the ancient and mysterious Starry Road is still constantly extending towards the deep space of the universe. It seems like you can't see the end. Haha. Are Kyushu people playing in the world of building blocks? Do they want to build a bridge that connects the entire universe together? It seems that Kyushu people want to explore the universe together by building a bridge and walking with their feet. People from Western countries mocked Su Mu as he continued to build the Starry Sky Ancient Road. They couldn't see at all what Su Mu wanted to do. Moreover, it was not found that people in Kyushu received rewards for the world built by Su Mu. So they now believe that the world constructed by Su Mu is just a very weak world. Just as countless Westerners were mocking Su Mu. Su Mu's eyes suddenly burst into a burst of light. Kowloon pulls the coffin. Now. Su Muming let out a low drink, his heart tingling with excitement. The most crucial step has arrived. As soon as the Kowloon Coffin appears and comes to Mount Taishan, the world of Kowloon Coffin will be completely opened. Suddenly, countless Kyushu people have discovered that, in the boundless universe, the direction where the ancient path of the starry sky extends erupts with dazzling rays of light. That light is even more dazzling than the sun. Meanwhile, the surrounding stars began to vibrate violently. It seems like the entire universe is starting to boil. Infinite radiance, making the entire universe seem to be painted like a kaleidoscope. What is this situation? What happened? What is Su Mu doing? What a stunning sight. It feels like the entire universe has come to life. Countless Kyushu people, looking at the sudden scene, were immediately shocked and exclaimed in surprise. And at that moment, suddenly, a terrifying roar exploded in everyone's ears. It seems like a roar from the soul. The sudden roar shook all the people of Kyushu, making their scalp tingle and their faces change wildly. At this very moment, at the end of the Starry Sky Ancient Road, an incredibly terrifying scene suddenly appeared. At the lonely end of the starry sky, 9 divine dragons appeared, each one incredibly massive. The Kyushu people who are watching the live broadcast can see the details of the dragon very clearly. The body of the divine dragon seems to be cast like steel, full of a sense of power. Watching the sudden appearance of the 9 divine dragons, all Kyushu people felt their souls touched and their scalp tingled. Divine dragon. 9 divine dragons. Pulling a coffin deep in the universe. Oh my goodness. What the hell is this? 9 dragons pulling coffins. Countless Kyushu people, at this moment, their pupils contract violently, causing a storm in their hearts. Looking at the 9 divine dragons that appeared at the end of the Starry Sky Ancient Road, and the bronze coffins pulled forward in the deep space by the 9 divine dragons, everyone, their eyes are wide open. Here's the update. The author is starting to work hard to update. This is the update for the 3rd chapter today. The author is striving to become more popular, kneeling down to everyone for support and appreciation of flowers and votes please, everyone the new book is not easy, please take care of the data and kneel down. Chapter 9. Nine Dragons Bringing Coffin, Special World Notice. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 9. Kowloon Coffin Landing, Special World Announcement. The universe is boiling. The stars are vibrating violently. At the end of the starry sky ancient road, there appeared the Nine Dragons Coffin. 9 divine dragons, vivid and lifelike, all emitting a terrifying and majestic aura. The bronze coffin, pulled by the 9 dragons and moving forward in the deep space of the universe, is simple and desolate, as if it were the coffin of an ancient deity's eternal sleep. The 9 dragons coffin appeared in the deep space of the universe and immediately became the absolute focus of the deep sky. At this moment, the starlight seemed to have dimmed. Everyone's gaze was immediately drawn to Jolong's coffin. Watching the appearance of Jolong pulling coffins, all Kyushu people suddenly felt scalp tingling, their faces trembling with fear, and their hearts stirred up with waves of turmoil, feeling their souls trembling. Finally appeared. The appearance of the 9 dragons coffin shocked Su Mu's spirit, and a ray of excitement shone in his eyes. The 9 dragons coffin is coming to Mount Taishan, and the ancient path of starry sky will be opened, and then you should be rewarded for creating the world. Su Mu suppressed the excitement in his heart. Continue to imagine the world of 9 dragons pulling coffins in my mind. Under his illusion, Jolong pulled the huge bronze coffin and quickly headed towards the direction of the blue star. Watching Jolong pull his coffin along the starry ancient road, heading towards the blue star, countless people of Kyushu immediately became boiling. What's the situation? Jolong is pulling his coffin towards the blue star. Is this going to land on a blue star? What exactly is what Su Mu created? What kind of mythological scene is this? The people of Kyushu were all shocked by the situation brought about by Su Mu. There was a lot of discussion about what Su Mu was up to. Even Westerners were shocked by the 9 dragons coffin pulled by Su Mu. They were shocked. At this moment, it's even more sour to brush up. Oh, what's the use of Kyushu people being flashy? It's not a myth, it's ultimately nothing. Kyushu Kingdom doesn't even have a mythological and legendary system, it's really pitiful. Westerners still don't believe that Su Mu from Kyushu can produce anything. Now their world masters have created various gods. They receive generous rewards. There has been no movement in Kyushu Kingdom yet. Although what Su Mu is doing now looks very scary. But they did not allow Kyushu people to receive any rewards. This made them all feel that what Su Mu had created was definitely of no use. It's not a powerful world. Actually, many Kyushu people are also very anxious. They also don't understand what Su Mu really wants to do. At this point, the only person who is calm enough and has absolute confidence is Su Mu. Because he is well aware of how powerful the world he has created will be. As long as he successfully creates it, the so-called Western mythology is a huge joke. 9 dragons pull their coffins like a stream of light, galloping on the ancient path of the starry sky, heading towards the blue star. In a moment of effort, Jolong pulled the coffin from the deep sky and appeared on the blue star. Boom boom. The 9 dragons coffin appeared in the blue starry sky. The blue star immediately boiled. Especially Mount Taishan mountain. The wind and clouds are changing, lightning and thunder are roaring, and the endless purple energy is surging and roaring like a tide. Ha, ha, ha. The inexhaustible purple chi surged from the holy mountain Mount Taishan and rushed into the star vault. Purple turned into a way to lead, appeared before the 9 dragons pulled the coffin, and connected to the altar on the top of Mount Taishan from the depths of the starry sky. At the moment when the path of connection appears, time flies, immortal sounds are played, and the sounds of the heavens and the main road are ringing together. In the depths of the starry sky, it seems like a corner of the immortal realm has been transformed. The cranes soar, the fairies dance gracefully, and the picture is magnificent, making people sink. What is this? Are those figures immortals created by Sumu? What kind of immortals are these? Why did Sumu create them and we didn't receive any rewards? Countless Kyushu locals looked at the magical world created by Sumu in the live broadcast room, their hearts were shocked and exclaimed in surprise, but at the same time, they were also quite puzzled. Why, Sumu has already created something, but they haven't received any rewards. Just at this moment, a huge Nine Dragons Coffin appeared above the blue star. It began to descend towards the blue star below, and went straight to the Mount Taishan tricolor altar at a very fast speed. Ha, 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 the Nine Dragons Coffin is rapidly descending from the deep space of the universe. The movement is extremely terrifying. Friction with the air produces a terrifying flame. 9 divine dragons, bathed in raging flames, seem to have become fiery dragons. Boom boom. Under the gaze of countless people, the Nine Dragons Coffin finally landed on the altar. At the moment of its landing, a terrifying activity erupted immediately. A wave of light is excited from the landing point and instantly moves in all directions. Moment the purple air shrouded in the holy mountain Mount Taishan was scattered by the terror wave triggered by the fall of the Nine Dragon Coffin. Purple chi spreads wildly, and within a radius of thousands of miles, one is instantly filled with purple chi. Countless people around the world are watching this scene. Watching this scene, everyone felt their scalp tingling and their hearts shaken. And at this moment, the announcement that Kyushu people are still looking forward to the world has finally sounded. World announcement: Sumu, the world leader of Kyushu Kingdom, successfully created the higher Kowloon Coffin pulling world view. Now let's start calculating the rewards that the people of Kyushu can receive. Once the calculation is completed, the rewards will immediately appear below. The world announcement rings. Suddenly, the whole world was blinded. The world announcement of Kyushu Kingdom's creation of a successful world is somewhat what's different. Here's the update. How the author is starting to work hard to update. This is the 4th chapter update today. The author is striving to become more popular, kneeling down to everyone for support and appreciation of flowers and votes please, everyone. The new book is not easy, please take care of the data and kneel down.